I did not get very far into digging up the garden bed before I realized that the amount of toxic stuff that's in there for the ducks is just overwhelming. And there's a lot of other stuff that I kind of had forgotten was in there, like some old sprinkler system stuff that I need to pull out, and it's more work than I can do reasonably in a couple of days. So instead of building a separate enclosure for the ducks, I'm going to expand the run they already have, because I can go out here in front of it where it's just grass and just build more of this cube structure that I've been Frankensteining on here, and just give them some more space. In that space I can build a separate lower to the ground duck house for them, but still they'll all be sharing the same, they'll still all be in the same space. I really want to free range them. There's a creek on our property. We'd have to walk them down, have to walk the ducks down there. It'd be an easy walk on their feet. It's all grassy and we have to go through a little bit of forest, but it's a long walk and they're not fond of me, so I just don't want them running off. And I want to know that I can get them down there and get them to come back. I don't know how to train them to do that. I've been letting the big chickens, the silver-laced Wyandottes, go out into a separate chicken enclosure that I've built. It's really small, but it's something they can get out into and pick at the grass and stuff. And they will leave that enclosure and come straight back to the run with just a little bit of encouragement. I have a stick with some flagging tape on it that I just kind of wave in their direction and they redirect and go where I want them to go. Which I could probably do that with the ducks, but I'm so nervous to do it, and I'm nervous that I'll do it and I'll be out here on my own and they'll run off and I don't have anybody to help me, and so I haven't done it yet. And we have a lot of predators, as particularly down at the creek. There is a hawk nest that practically overlooks this section of the creek. Now they're pretty big, and I don't know if hawks are going to go after grown adult ducks, but it's definitely something to take into consideration as far as walking them down there. It would have to be supervised. I wouldn't be able to take them down there and leave them. I'd have to go and hang out with them, which I'm fine with. I'd love to watch them splash around in the creek. But I want to let them out more. We've got about 1.5 acres of property, which right now is mostly grass. We had a lot of wisteria cleared away when we put our house in, so the wisteria is trying to come back, because that's what wisteria does. But if I could get the birds out in the grass a little bit, maybe they could help kind of keep some of the weeds at bay. Eventually I want to replace all the grass with gardens. I am an impatient gardener, and every time I get a mind to get out there and plant some beds, it's too hot. And it's a skill that I haven't acquired yet. I'm working on it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna build something out in front of this space and just make this space bigger. I'll probably keep it so that I can separate the birds. I mean, I have this door. I'll keep the door in here, and that way if I want to just leave it open to let the chickens go in between the two spaces, then I can. But I want a separate area for the ducks. I'm already thinking there's going to be problems with it. You know, getting the hay in and out right now is kind of a pain, because I have kind of a narrow gap I have to keep walking through, and when I've got the pitchfork, and it's not great fun. So I've got to figure out a better way to get in here and clean things out, and it's all a learning process. Nothing's permanent. Everything has to be changed and adapted, and you know, as often as I see on YouTube, oh, this is the ultimate chicken coop, the best duck enclosure, the ultimate DIY cheap blah blah blah. Everything's a little different, and everything's perfect for every person's individual needs. So we're just gonna work with what we got and do our best and see what works and what doesn't. So it's a learning process. I still haven't gone to pick up my new chickens. So this is a sort of a pre-update. Very, very excited to show you what we're getting today. And I might be getting some more ducks for my mom. She's trying to get rid of a few more, so you know, more reason to grow the space and make it a little bit bigger. But yeah, that's my middle of the day update. I'm trying to post as many videos as I can. I know that there's only a handful of people watching, and I think I know all of you in real life, so that's cool. You know, the more people watch, the more I can grow, and the more cool stuff I can do. So, you know, here's to the future. But update later this evening about the new addition to the flock. So stay posted, like and subscribe. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twin Creeks Farmstead. I'm pretty active on Instagram, not so much on Facebook. But yeah, so that's our mid-afternoon update, and we'll see you later.